Poultry housing. The domestic fowl is allowed to move freely in one place in villages. These birds freely move and lay a free number of eggs. This is the only system normally practiced for growing chicks in villages for a long time. However, this method is not proved to be economical. As an alternative to this, poultry farming is initiated. The poultry farming, the birds may be grown either by semi-intensive system or intensive system. And the objectives of today's poultry housing part 2, to know about the need of housing for poultry production, different types of poultry houses, location and layout of poultry houses, floor space requirement, different systems of rearing with relative advantages and disadvantages. Importance of housing: comfort and production, scientific management in a controlled manner, easy conventional and economic operations, reduce the cost of production, maximize flow performance, ensuring better health and welfare, proper microclimatic conditions, increased stocking density, optimum and uniform growth rate should be maintained properly for the economy of the farming, poultry farming. Different types of poultry houses are being used in poultry. Brooder or chick house, it is used to brood and rear egg type chicks from 0 to 8 weeks of age. Grower house, it is used to grow eggs, egg type birds from 9 to 18 weeks of age. Brooder crumb grower house. Here the birds are reared from 0 to 18 weeks of age. Entire brooding and growing period of egg type chickens. Layer house, in which birds are 18 weeks of age are reared, usually up to 72 weeks of age. Broiler house, in which meat type birds are reared up to 5 to 6 weeks of age. Breeder house, in which both male and female breeders are maintained at an appropriate sex ratio. Environmentally controlled house should be constructed in which entire environment is manipulated in such a way that is optimum for the bird's growth. Systems of poultry housing. Factors that are essential for the maintenance of poultry housing. Poultry can be housed under different systems based on the following factors: availability of land, cost of land, type of farming, activity, climatic conditions, labor availability. There are different types of poultry housing systems. First one, free range or extensive. Second, semi-intensive. Third one, intensive. In intensive, salt cum litter, slatted floors, deep litters, cage systems are being followed. In this cage system, stirrup, California type, battery or vertical type, and individual type of cages are being maintained. Free range system. In free range system, this is the oldest system adopted only when adequate land is available. It is being observed mostly in the villages, rearing of poultry by letting them loose on ground, called as range. A range should provide shelter, green, feed, water, shade, etc. Foraging is major source of feeding for birds. Shelter is usually provided by temporary roofing supported by ordinary poles. Stocking density is 300 to 400 birds per hectare. At present, almost this is an outdated process. Semi-intensive. This system is adopted where the free space available is limited. The space of 20 to 30 square yards is to be allowed per each bird of outside run. Sometimes the birds may be allowed to move onto fresh ground. Commonly used by small scale producers. Birds are halfway reared in houses and halfway on ground or range. Birds are confined to house in the nights or as per the need. They are also given access to runs. House may be simple, thatched or littered earthen floor or salted. Provides protection from inclement weather, predators and shade. Stocking density 4 to 5 birds per meter square in the house. The most convenient folding unit to handle is that which is made up of 25 hens. A floor space of 1 square foot should be allowed for each bird in the house and 3 square feet in the run so that a total floor space to run the whole unit is 4 square feet per bird as with the intensive system. In this method, proper care is to be taken to grow the chicks. The intensive system is the common system employed in poultry. In this system, birds are grown freely in houses or cages arranged in tiers. Housing is meant for providing ideal conditions for the chicken so as to give efficient production. This is a portable shelter with a floor. The intensive system, the birds are totally confined to house either on ground or floor or on wiring nets, netting floors in cages or on salts. It is the most efficient, convenient and economical system for modern poultry production with huge numbers. Advantages. Minimum land is required for farming. Farm can be located near market area. Day-to-day management is easier. The bird production performance is higher as more energy is saved due to restriction movements. Advantages. Minimum land is required for farming. Farm can be located near market area. Day-to-day management is easier. The production farm performance is higher as more energy is saved due to the restriction movements. Disadvantages. The bird's welfare is affected. They cannot perform the natural behavior like roasting, spreading wings, scattering the floor with legs, etc. Since they are not exposed to outside sunlight and the feed source, all the nutrients should be provided in balanced manner to avoid nutritionally deficient diseases. changes for spreading of diseases are more. In deep litter system, the poultry birds are laid on floor covered with litter like straw, sawdust or leaves up to a depth of 8 to 12 inches. We can define deep litter as the accumulation of the material used for litter with poultry manure until it reaches a depth of 8 to 12 inches. The deep litter pen should be started when the weather is dry and is likely to remain so for about 2 months for the operation of the bacterial action which alter the composition of the litters. Start new litter with each year pullets and continue with it for their laying period. Advantages of deep litter system. Birds and eggs are safety as enclosed in deep litter. Intensive pen which has strong wire netting or expanded metal. Built up deep litter also supplies some of the food requirements of the birds. They obtain animal protein factor from deep litter. The level of coccidiosis and worm infection is much lower with the poultry kept on good deep litter than with birds in bare yard. When managed, deep litter kept in dry conditions with not wet spot around waterers has a sterling action. Has a sterilizing action. With correct conditions observed, with well managed litter, there is no need to clean a pen out for a whole year. The only attention is the regular stirring and adding of some material as needed. Generally, 35 laying birds can produce in 1 year about 1 ton of deep litter fertilizer. The level of nitrogen in the fresh manure is about 1%, but not well built up deep litter. It may be around 3% nitrogen, nearly 20% protein. It also contains about 20% phosphorus and 2% potash. Its value is about 3 times that of cattle manure. It is a valuable insulating agent. The litter maintains its own constant temperature, so birds burrow into it when the air temperature is high and thereby cool themselves. Conversely, they can warm themselves in the same way when the weather is very cool. There will be no problem in cage layer fatigue. Initial investment will be less when the land cost is low. Disadvantages. Housing density is lower than the cage system. There will be more feed wastage during spilling. Litter-borne diseases can occur, especially coccidiosis, costing severe economic loss, particularly in boiler industry. Disease spread faster due to mainly to free movements. Incidence of unclean or soiled eggs is higher. Birds consume more feed since they move about more freely, wasting some energy. Hence, feed efficiency is inferior to the birds in the cages. You can see here the growers where the water is being supplied. Small chicks. The food is being supplied from time to time. Lighting is being arranged over there. And here the growers, this is the large scale where they are grown a large number of layers for egg production. Here also you can see the local birds that are being reared, where they have laid the eggs that are coming from the tray and they are being fed. Here the broilers, you can see this is also a large scale production unit where the step up system is being followed in cage method. This is a poultry house, large scale production seen in Tamil Nadu. And this is a bamboo chick coop where the small growers are being grown. This is also in a thatched system. This is also is in Tamil Nadu. And here you can see a small scale industry where the farmers, they grow them on floor which is covered by asbestos, and totally it is uh, to protect the birds, it is being covered by the plastic polythene cars or the tarpaulins. And the fourth one you can see it is a backyard farming where the local hens are being grown. And here you can see the environmentally controlled house where the this is a large scale farm where you can see all the external exhaust fans are being put on so that the bad smell of the litter is being taken away and the temperature and relative humidity is maintained in the poultry houses. And beside this you have a low cost farmhouse made up of thatched roof and encircled by the mesh. And you can see here different types of poultry houses, gable with a gable roof, full monitors, half monitors. In gable roof you have side walls are there, full monitors overhangs are there, half monitors you can see front doors, intensive housing where a thatched roof is there. And here you can see the side view of the cage house, and this is the deep litter house, and this is the salted house. And here you can see the layer cage, and these are the cages with the feeding trays. Layers here they are laying the eggs, you can see here. And breeder house. Poultry house requires certain features for better farming of poultry. The poultry house or the farm are to be located in non-residential areas so that the poultry is always from noise, dust. The farm should be constructed in such a way that it maintains good environmental conditions. The farm should be elevated from the ground. Due to this, water may not get into the farm during rainy season. The poultry farm are to be constructed in east to west direction along their length. As a result, good sunshine is available. The farm is to be located in a place where transport facilities are available. The water, electricity, feed and equipment ought to be within the reach of the farmer. The farm is to be located nearer to the consumer area. The poultry housing also requires proper temperature and light. At 30 degrees centigrade, the chick can lay eggs well. Relative humidity of 50 to 60% is ideal for poultry. The sheds are to be ventilated properly. Proper ventilation helps in providing sufficient oxygen for birds and remove harmful gases such as ammonia and carbon dioxide. It also removes moisture in the house and helps in keeping optimal temperature to facilitate ventilation. The farmhouse is to be constructed in such a way that it should be it should have an open front, adjustable windows or cloth covered frames and ventilation at ridge level. The flooring of poultry house is to be constructed either with cement or Napa slab. Its roof is to be constructed either with bamboos or cement sheets. The dimensions of the house depends on the number of chicks to be accommodated. A distance of 40 feet is to be maintained in between two poultry houses or the sheds